are, are demanded lots of physical exercises. So physical exercises where the fat is decreased and whatever the muscle mass is there, it is complete muscle mass. So when a person is having decreased fat, the steroid hormones, which is predominantly maintaining the menstrual cycle, that is estrogen and progesterone, which is made up of fatty acids. It's a hormones which are made of steroids. Steroids, in the sense, it is made of fat. So when the fat is decreased, estrogen and progesterone is also decreased. That's why the menstrual cycle is absent. Or they will usually miss the period, or it becomes irregular. Earlier, a person having a normal cycle can become a amenorrhea. Amenorrhea is absence of periods. Maybe they will miss a period for a couple of months, and they will get the period. Sometimes with the professional help, they will get the period.
So apart from this, what are the other problems that female athletes face in general with their menstrual health?
The cycle usually 4 to 5 weeks of cycle, where a couple of hormones will be in different phases of menstruation. The hormones are in lower phase, higher phase, decreased phase, or withdrawal phase. So when along with the hormonal changes, they will also have water retention, mood swings, and also ovulation bleeding, ovulation pain. So all these things are there in the cycle, which an athlete will experience more because their body demands lots of physical exercises, where physical performance is of more importance. Be experiencing amenorrhea, irregular cycles, hypomenorrhea, oligomenorrhea, and sometimes even premenstrual symptoms, where the mental status is a low phase.
What are the steps that an athlete can take to avoid such issues?
Yeah, it's a good question. Actually, athlete is always guided by a coach and a trainer. So I suggest they should also take a professional help from a nutritionist, a gynecologist, and an orthopedician. So this is basically a teamwork, and never to forget a psychiatrist. So when the mental health is involved, either a psychologist or a psychiatrist help is also required. So they should visit a gynecologist at least once in a year. Even though the athlete doesn't have any problems, she should visit a gynecologist just to ensure that all her reproductive hormones are in regular phase, or her reproductive system is working fine. But to ensure that, she has to visit the gynecologist, and she can briefly give her annual report of her menstruation, where if she has missed any period, the gynecologist will note it. If she has any other symptoms other than menstrual problems, like brittle nails and brittle hair, where the nutrition is compromised, and so the gynecologist will suggest if any micronutrients is deficient in her diet, where she has to add. So main thing is she has to ensure a good nutrition and a good cycle, good menstrual cycle. For that, she has to visit both the nutrition and the gynecologist at least once a year.
What are some of the symptoms that indicate that it's time to visit a gynecologist?
I always say, whenever you are not able to tell your next period date, that is an alarming sign. Because previous cycle, you don't know when you got your period. This cycle, you are unpredicted period you have got. And next periods, again, it will be unpredictable. When you are unable to tell your date of expected period precisely, then you should visit a gynecologist. It's an important sign, because maybe 3-4 days or a 1 week earlier or 1 week delayed period, but later on it may become 2 months, 3 months. So earlier the difference noted, earlier you will take a medical help. So periods is one important thing, where you should be marking your period in a virtual calendar or a real calendar. You should have a personal calendar where you should be able to mark your period dates. So if you are unable to tell your next period date, then you should take a professional help. You should be evaluated for your menstrual health. Excessive bleeding, less bleeding, crampy pain during the periods, and excessive premenstrual menstrual symptoms, where mood swings are there, and where she is unable to concentrate, focus on her sport, or she is not able to give her complete physical performance in the sports because of these things. And even if she is increasing her weight without any, even in spite of a good diet, she's putting on weight, then she should go to a gynecologist. It may be a hormonal problem also.
So a lot of athletes feel their menstrual cycle affects their performance. So they end up taking contraceptive pills. Is it safe to take those pills, and what all should one know before taking the pills?
Yeah. First of all, athlete who is unable to give her performance better, even during her training sessions, she should go for a low-dose hormonal contraceptive pills. Low-dose hormonal contraceptive pills are just to postpone a period for 1 week or couple of days. So, which is ideally no problems, no less, minimal side effects or no side effects. So she can take oral contraceptive pills if she is convinced that she is not able to perform well with her periods. What these low-dose hormonal pills will do? These low-dose hormonal pills will suppress the ovulation. So the body will be in the lower steroid hormones. The body doesn't have estrogen, more progesterone in the persons who take pills. So when the pills are decreasing the estrogen and progesterone, the ovulation is not happening. When there is no ovulation, there is no layer formation in the uterus. When there is no layer formation in the uterus, there is no shedding of the periods. So the person should know how long I should take the pill, when I should start the pill, and when I should stop the pill. So ideally they should take 2 days, that is 48 hours before the expected period. And each day they have to remember and take the tablet at the same precise time. If they start a tablet at 8 p.m. in the night, next day also 8 p.m. in the night. So they should take this tablet punctually, and they should not take the tablet more than 10 days. They cannot postpone the period more than 10 days. So they should ideally take a professional help, because I have seen people who have taken postponed tablets will have different side effects in different persons. One person will not, absolutely doesn't have any problem with the next period, but the same thing doesn't hold good for the other person. Next period, there may be more bleeding, maybe a heavy period, maybe an irregular period, maybe an earlier period, or 2 periods in one single month. So these after the post effects of these oral contraceptive pills can be different for different people. So ideally, there should be under supervision of a gynecologist.
We know about the female athlete triad, right? So can you give a little explanation about it so the athletes know about it?
Yeah. Usually, female athletes, when they are playing specific games, the thin or the what you call thin body is more valued. So thin body is more valued in some
body image issues.
Yeah, body image issues. So in those sports, especially gymnastics and martial arts, skating, even diving, these sports demand a thin body. So they have to do a lot of dieting. They have to restrict on many food items, where they will ultimately land up in nutrition compromise. So those people will land up with calcium deficiency, that is osteoporosis, where their bones will become brittle. And also because their whole body loses lots of fat, the steroid hormones are again decreased, and they will go for an amenorrhea, that is period irregularities. And the other thing, main thing, eating disorder. Always they are preoccupied with eating and weight, food and weight. So weight of their body and the food what they are eating. Always they are preoccupied with this. So they end up either for a thin body, they end up with anorexia nervosa, where the body demands a hefty body, like boxing and other things, wrestling, those sports, they will go for bulimia nervosa, where in spite of achieving the required body image, they still go on eating or still go on starving. So the eating disorder, menstrual irregularity, and osteoporosis. These three things will make an athlete triad, which is very, very much common in female athletes because of the professional demand of the body image.
Right.
Because of their performance related to body image.
So, any advice that you would like to give as a gynecologist to the female athletes?
Yeah. So, whatever we are achieving in a sport or in our life is through our body. So, our body is at utmost important than the sport we are playing. So, when we take care of the body properly in all the aspects, as I said, mental health, bone health, reproductive health, and also the nutrition and the coach. So all the 5 items, they should take care in a balanced way. They should not get away with that. If I become 2 kgs lesser, I'll pay better. This should not be the what you call preconception. So you should be able to give your best performance when you are in good health. So you should attain your best health through your best health in your body. Then you will give the best performance in your sport also. So only thing is it's a teamwork. Athlete triad has to be, it has to be treated in a teamwork where the coach also is at the, even the dietitian will ensure adequate calcium in their diet, and the gynecologist will take care of the menstrual health, and the mental health is also taken care, where the preoccupied eating disorder is there, where the person is always thinking whether I should eat this or not. So they should be able to, like, if I eat also, I should be able to burn that. That attitude has to be there. Eating should not be restricted because body should never restrict them from achieving what they want. So the body has to be taken care in such a way that the body has to become a positive media rather than negative media.